A very good afternoon all the chaps and assalamu alaikum. Let's get started with HTML5 and CSS3 for beginners. Part number 13, and before I get started, let me give you the recap of what we have achieved or done previously. So previously we created some text shadows, we saw some text shadows, we used the video tag, and okay, audio is still working, right? And we use some video tags to import video and audio with controls, right? And we imported and saved some fonts as well, right? Okay, and then we used many different things, and one of the things was what was that file name? Let's see the file name, and okay, so we are at the wrong place. File name is canvas, and they are also okay. We applied this as well, what we call this as word wrap. We learned word wrap, downloaded some fonts, right? And we also learned details tab and every single thing that we had learned, right? So now today we are going to learn animations in CSS, right? And animation is a property of CSS 3, not plain CSS or 2, right? And this property is used to animate the object without using Flash or any other animation applications, right? Because what happened before CSS3, for any kind of animation, we had to either use JavaScript or we had to use Flash tool. I don't know, those SVG files and every single thing that we used to use before CSS3. Now it does not require any third-party solution, right? And it, when an animation is created in the keyframe, we can create it in the keyframe, right? And we have selectors and every single thing. Let's see practically without even talking much about it. Why don't we go and check it all practically? Okay, sorry. So let me open Canvas with Dreamweaver and let me open my index page as well. And we'll start with the animation, right? And the first thing that I am going to start with is a transition, right? So now we can see right here, what are we doing? We are okay, we haven't applied transition here. Maybe we applied last time, I don't know. Okay, let's apply transition here in the menu bar, right? And go to the navigation and go to CSS and navigation. Right. Where is navigation? It's here. All right, I can create a hover, or let me have this. So I'll say border dash right. I'll say border right 1 pixel solid, and it is going to be bit darker than what the background is. That's what it's supposed to be, right? Maybe, or let me choose. Okay, let me choose from colors, and the background is blue, and we can go a bit darker, right? And let's see how our I can see slight border has come here, right? Maybe I'll have to go more darker, right, in order to get it to right. So I may require to go more darker, right? Okay, now I deleted everything. Look what I do, right? I keep on doing this thing always, and I always run short of words. Right now it's been applied, right? Okay, now let's go quickly and say I want to apply a hover, and then we'll give animation and transition, for example, right? All right, so let me say whenever you press hover means mouse over, right? Cursor is equal to pointer, so I want to change my cursor back to pointer. Now you can see pointer, and I want to let's say about change the background color. I want to change the background color to let's say about maybe lighter blue or darker blue. What do you say, guys? Maybe I want to take it more lighter, right? And I want to take color to more darker, so I'll say black, right? So let me say black color. Now you can see that it's nice, but it is doing too much, right? It's happening too fast. Or let me go with complete white background so that we'll be able to see the transition afterwards. Now you can see right? It does not have any effect, but yeah, hover is playing its own effect, right? And hover is playing its own job, or doing its own job, playing its own magic. Now we'll give transition here. And transition is totally the property of CSS3. And now what I do right here, not to the hover, but to the main li, right, where I have set all the color, background, and each and everything, right? For example, if I go to main li right here, or ul, you can see the background is this. So if I apply transition here, I will say transition. So I'll say transition, right, and I will say I want to apply the property on, let's say about, I want to apply this transition. I can apply it on many different things, right, if I want to grow, or if it so let me apply it transition first, right? So I'll show you practically transition property, right? So let me go ahead with this. So I'll say transition property is to be applied on, let's say about, we are going to apply it on background dash color, right? And I'm applying this on background color, and transition duration is going to be 2 seconds. So I'll say 2s means 2 seconds. I want this transition to be there for 2 seconds. And what else can I apply here? All right, and I'll apply transition timing. Okay, I'll say transition. Okay, let me apply this much first, right? Okay, let me see. Okay, fine. So let me take this to li, since we are changing color of li. Now you can see the transition. Now see how it changed the colors. It has some nice effect, right? You can see it's coming, and now you can see transition. Right? Maybe 2 seconds is too much of time that I have given it, so I'll give it 1 second. Right? 2 seconds looks too much, so let me see, 1 second. Yeah, now you can see it's coming slowly, and then increasing. So I'll say I want rapid pace, or I want a linear pace. So I'll say transition. So I'll say transition. I'll say timing function is equivalent to linear, right? So I can use many functions, ease in, ease out. So I'll say linear, right? So it's going to come even, right? So this is the property of transition. Or if you want to go with ease in, right? So you can go with ease in again, right? So this is the ease in, right? Or you can go with many different things, right? So you can go with how much you want on X and how much do you want on Y. But yeah, in my case, linear looks much better, so I'll go with linear. Linear means the speed is not increased slowly; speed remains consistent throughout, right? Now you can see it looks much better this way, right? And now we have been able to apply transition. And let me have a GIF, so that I'll say running GIF. So I'm going to download any GIF, right, which is basically a running, or a GIF that is moving. So then we can apply transition to that also. And let me choose an area about that GIF. So I'll go to image, and let me go and show you where can I. Okay, I'll apply transition here. Maybe here in the footer. So let me quickly go to footer and start searching for the area where I can apply this transition. So I'll go here. On top of footer, I will create a div ID. I call this Ttest. Ttest as in transition test, right? And before that, I forgot to give you the description. What we are doing here, we're telling li that you are having the transition property set on the background color, and the duration is 1 second, right? If anyone wants you to change the background color, change it in 1 second and keep the speed consistent. Do not start slowly and then gradually increase it, right? And then what I do, hover is mouse over, change the background color. And now you can see whenever you hover it over, right? So I can be a poet, right? And I just don't know what is happening to me. I just have those tongue twisters these days. Okay, fine. So now linear means you catch the speed, all right, and keep the consistent speed throughout. All right, and now what I want here is I'll tell you what I want here, but let me say hello. Why do we start every single word with hello? I don't know. Okay, let me take this Ttest back to here. So maybe we are going to style it here. I'll say hash Ttest. That is transition test. I'll say width 100% and height is going to be 20 pixels, right? Now it's there, so let me have the background color. I'll set it red just to check the alignment, right? So it's absolutely fine. So let me go ahead with 50 pixels. Maybe it's too. Okay, 50 pixels is here, and we have the copyright due as well. Let me go. We were in quest of some GIFs, right? Okay, we have someone running here. Maybe this guy will do job. I will have to download it. Or maybe something fat, maybe something funny, something sporty, something scientific. Let me give all names. Sporty, it's basically imagination. Vodafone Ed. Yeah, he's running. He is running. So let me save this, right? So just to make sure that I give right demonstration for right things. So I'll go to HTML and IMGS and I say the running man.gif now, right? All right, now I saved it and now I will use it somewhere. Where do you want me to use it? Of course, in the footer. We have everything in the footer. We are putting lives for footer. So I'll say IMGSRC and what is the name? It is a running man, right? So now we have someone running over the footer here. Right, now you can see he's running. Yeah, he is running very fast. Why not? Okay, that's absolutely good. All right, then second thing, let me increase a bit of height. 50 pixels is not doing justice, right? So we'll have to do justice. I'll keep 150 pixels, right? So now maybe we're doing justice. And let me call this test.img. Maybe, who knows? And let me call this img here, right? And let me say that width is going width. Width is going to be 150 pixels, right? So I don't mind. Yeah, now it's still out, so I'll say width is going to be 100 because it's taller. So my width doesn't fit in right here. So now, yeah, it's absolutely fine. Can you see this? Maybe I'll increase it. I can still increase it to 110 pixels. Running 112 pixels. Lock it down. Final. Right, 115 pixels. Can I get rid of this background color? No, we'll get it later. Now, since I have given it width, height is automatically taken as per the aspect ratio. And the container it's in, right? I'll keep the container's position relative, all right? So related to, I'll keep the container's position relative to this image so that I can keep it absolute, all right? And I'll keep this image as position absolute, right? Now once I say absolute, it's come here, doesn't matter. So I can say, hey brother, you are going to be, your left is going to be 0, please. I don't want you to go anywhere. So you're starting from here. Fine, so left is 0. Top is, I think, okay. I don't want any top position, so I'll say top 0, right? So it's absolutely understood. And I can say, what else? Now let's call this animation. So I will give this name. This is the range. This is the variable name I'm giving it. So can be anything. So I'll call this as anything. As anything has come out of my mouth, so let it be anything. And what do you want the duration of animation to be? So I'll say animation is going to be there for not delay. Did I mention duration? Yeah, then it must be duration. I don't know. Okay, I'll say it is going to be for 6 seconds, maybe for 5 seconds, maybe for 7 seconds, whatever it is. I don't mind. And what do you want? Nothing. Just keep it on. Okay, now I'll call this animation right here. The name is anything, which doesn't look nice. And I'll say I want to change keyframe. So I'll use @key, pure CSS3. So I'll use @keyframes. Is it keyframe? Now, yeah, I can say the color changes. It's keyframes. I had forgotten. Thank God to color change CSS3. Right, and I'll call keyframes of this anything animation. Right, what do you want? I will say I want, hey brother, I want to make a robot, right? It's virtual robot that we're trying to make. I'll say I want to give it from, we're like writing loud letter, from and to, right? It's from me, so I'll write Fahim, and to some student, right? So now that's not the case. I'll say from left. You start from left, 0th position. Start from the extreme position on left, which is a 0, and go till, let's say, about 80%, right? And go till 80%, cover 80% of the area, right? So this is from and this is to. Let me start my robot, and guess what? Nothing has happened as expected, right? And to is right and from is right. What is wrong? Right? What is wrong here? Okay, let me call this timing function. What function do you want? Animation timing function. I say, brother, again, I'm more interested in linear, as I said earlier. I'll show you this practically. Why do I use linear rather than writing it? So it should work. I don't know why isn't it working. Okay, let me see why isn't it working then, right? Because the position is absolute here, absolutely absolute. The top, and animation is anything, right? And animation duration is 7 seconds. And what is wrong? Test-img is taking the width and it's not taking anything else, right? Maybe I'll have to put a dog here because they never stop barking. Maybe dog may start running. So I want you to run. Why don't you run? Now you can see it's running. No, it's not the case. Maybe I'll have to delete my history. My history was, my poor subject, so I never used to like it. I was very poor, Okay, did I delete everything? Yeah, I suppose. No, I did not. Now let me refresh, and as expected, nothing happens, right? I'll have to see that. Why isn't anything happening here? Right, width is 112 pixels. That's absolutely fine. Position is absolute. Left is 0. Top is 0. No problem. Animation name is... Right, we have given it a proper name, which is anything. Maybe anything is not accepted here, who knows? So I'll say something. If anything doesn't work, something can work. And I'll say something, okay. Right, and the duration of animation is 7 seconds. Hey bro, it's absolutely right. Why are you bothered? So I'll say @keyframes, and I'll pass something. Go from left, which is 0, right, to, okay, I didn't write right here, to left. How can I forget this? Yeah, from tag, go from left 0 to left 80%, and my robot is now running. Oh my god, it's running. Let me get rid of background color first, so it doesn't suit. Red is here. Now start poetry. Start running my robot. Okay, now the robot is running, and okay, now you can see that it starts very fast, and as he moves, it gets a bit slower because he's running out of breath here, isn't it? No, I want my animation. That's why I said I'll tell you why do we use linear. I'll say animation timing function is going to be a linear. So the moment I say linear, now you can see the speed will be consistent, right? Maybe 6 seconds, 7 seconds is too much. Let me use 5 seconds animation duration, or maybe let him run too fast. Okay, he's running too fast now. You can see, right? It's running. Okay, now I want to loop through. If you want to loop through the iteration, so I'll say animation ANIMAT. Oh God, we're so fond of this IntelliSense, right? So I'll say infinite, right? the iteration is infinite, so let him keep running. So this is the Usain Bolt of our website. So now it's running very fast. Let me slow him down. He may be running short of breath as soon as possible. Right, now you can see that the animation, it's running. Right, so we have someone running. We have a robot running on your website. A robot running in the website, yeah, that's fine. So let me use some other GIF, right, so that it's more whiter. I'll say running transparent. I'll use transparent color, so I'll say running transparent GIF. Okay, now we have only cartoons because transparent. What is this? Piggy bank is running? No. Oh, the girl is running from here and the boy is running from here. I don't know. Maybe they're running for each other. Yeah, the He-Man should run. Yeah, we should have a He-Man website. Animation. So, but is it? It's not transparent. It doesn't look transparent for me. Still having some background color, right? Let it download because we are having fast internet here. By the time it downloads, so we'll have a look. Okay, the mommy is here. Is mommy running also? I don't know. Doggy running, mommy running. All right. Okay, now it would be better if we use horse. Right, and it's transparent here. Stickman is running. Now let me check this Stickman first. Okay, the internet is wasting too much of time, so let me go back. And I hope you understood it till the time we download it. I'll show you again. My robot is still running. Now you can see it's still running. Okay, and it's still downloading. Right. So now this is basically we've seen two things. We've seen the transition, and we've seen animation. We've seen transition, and the demo of transition is here. We've seen it here slowly and steadily, and we have seen animation. Right, and we can move it from anywhere. Right. For example, if you have let's say about someone, okay, now if he's running from here, then we'll have to set the position like this. We have to start it from here and it has to go here, right? We can say from right 0%, right, to maybe 100%. I have kept 80%, so I can keep 100% as well. Why have I kept 80%? Why don't I keep 100% now? Go till the end of, oh, it goes out of the site. Oh my god, now see this here? It breaks something. He's a thief. Alright, so now let me see. Oh my god. So now it's your duty, so I don't want to waste too much of time. Your experiment, right? Attach some He-Mans, make a He-Man website. Or She-Man, whatever man you want to make. Right, so this is animation and we have transitions. Now second thing that I want to show you is, let me get rid of this now, so I'm not interested in you, He-Man. Okay, but I'll give it a last try whether I have downloaded. Nothing, it's not working. Fine, so let it be like this, so I don't mind. Fine now, let me show you another thing. So we'll start with, so I'll keep this test as it is and I'll go for a paragraph tag. And I'll call this paragraph ID is equal to, or we can not, let's not call this, right? So let me write something, a multiple. We are going to learn multiple columns in CSS3. A multiple column in CSS3, right, is an advanced. I'm writing just to show you demonstration, right? Feature of, I need a lot of text, so let me go and search COVID-19 information, right? So I'll go and search COVID-19 information, and by the time my dogs will stop barking, now as I search, right, so they start barking more and more. So let them bark because barking dogs seldom bite, but they stop. They can at times stop recordings, right? So let it load. I'll pause, guys. Internet is so heavily. Alright guys, I was able to download some text right here. I'll show you the demonstration. So since I've downloaded, copied, and I have pasted this, and now I'll go back. The robot is gone, and now you can see all over here we can see some text. Let me copy few more lines so that you understand what am I trying to achieve and what am I trying to do. And now dog has started barking again. Who feeds them? I don't know. Because they have been fed too much so that they get this energy of jeopardizing our class. Alright, so now I have this paragraph right here. Now if you want to give your website magazine-like look, alright, so I repeat, magazine-like look. You want to divide the text in some columns, and depending on the need and requirement of the website, why are you developing, alright, and what is the main idea of developing. That's why I say we have to learn multiple columns in CSS3. Alright, it's an advantage in CSS3 and it gives you that newspaper layout. You can create your articles to multiple columns even if it's in the one paragraph. Even if it's in one paragraph, yet you can do it, right? And the three properties of CSS3 multiple columns are column count, column rule, and column gap. I repeat, column count, column rule, and column gap. We'll see all three of them, don't worry. I'll go to this Ttest, which is not Ttest anymore. Ttest, right? It sounds funny. It sounds like having tea. All right, so I'll go and target para. I'll say, hey para, font size is, I dedicate your font size to 14 pixels. Right, okay. I dedicate your color to maybe blue. Yeah, blue looks better. I'm having those tongue twisters these days, right? Okay, now this thing is done. Now what if I want them in separate columns, right? I'll say, hey, I want my column count. You can see a single property. I said column count, column rule, and column gap. Column count, 3. And that's it. Now you can see, oh my god, they're evenly distributed in 3 columns. Automatically a single paragraph being distributed in 3 columns. And the third thing, column gap. What gap do you want between the columns? So I will say my column gap is going to be 50 pixels. So I am more professional in making columns. Now you can say the column gap has been increased to 3 pixels. Now where do you want to align the text? So I can say text align center. Now it aligns my text to center. Now why would you align text to center? My god. Text align left. Save, and now you can see text align left has worked. Even if you want to justify it, you can even say text align justify. So it's going to evenly justify it, just like you justify text using MS Word. Now you can see it looks much better. And what was the third property? Yeah, column rule. Now I'll apply column rule, and the column rule is going to be basically the border, right, which is going to be solid. Okay, you can have dotted dash. Now you can see the column rule has come. It is going to be as similar as the font color. You can change, but yeah, if you want to change, you can change column dash rule. You can see column rule width. You can change column rule width to, let's say, about thin. Okay, I'll change it to thin. You can see that it's thinner, or you can change it to thick, or you can change it to whatever you want to change it to, right? And this is now the magazine look. You can even have images in here, right? For example, if I go and get, what is this, Gigi? Okay, if I go and get some image right here, so let me use some img. Maybe here in the first column, I'll take it here, or maybe here, or wherever. I'll say img src is equal to something that I have no idea about. But yeah, I need an image. So can I go online to check this image? Someone is here from WHO. I'll say inspect, no, it's background of div. Still I can get some image. I'm desperate for image now. World Health Organization, yeah. I'll say copy image address. Now I copy image address and steal the image. Right now, so this is the image. Now let me see how evenly it's poised and balanced. Now why is image running? Oh my god. Okay, the property is already set, right? The image property is already set. The transition is already there. The animation is already there. So I am going to stop this keyframe animation, right? Why do you want this? right? So I don't want it right now. You can see it's coming on top because IMG has position absolute, so I'll have to delete every single thing here so that it fits in. Now you can see it's automatically fit in here, right? And the size automatically fits in, right? So if you want to change the size, it depends. If you want to change the size, I'll say width is going to be 200 pixels. Who knows? Yeah, you can see now the image is 200 pixels, and you can say float. Image is going to be float FLOAT, float left. And now the moment you say float left, the text is going to fit in automatically here. Now you can see, you can give it a bit of padding. Yes, of course, you can give it padding 10 pixels. If you think that's right. Now you can see, absolutely fine, all right? And you can see width is going to be 150 pixels. More, now you can see, and the text is here, image. It's just like that, giving your website or your articles magazine-like look, right? So it still requires a lot of creativity to create it. I'm just showing you the basics, and creativity depends on how well you practice, how much you practice, how often you practice, and how consistently you practice, and many more different things, right? Let me have a look at timings. Okay, we still have 10 minutes, okay? So I'm trying to utilize, so let me try and utilize those 10 minutes, right? By doing something nice. So we have this here, we have this here, and we have this here. Animation is there. Alright, now let me show you one more thing in this canvas.html, and I don't require anything else here, so I'll just close it down, right? And I don't require any CSS. Yeah, div is supposed to be there, and I'll keep only wrapper with width, let's say about 80%, and I'll say border 1 pixel, solid and red. And this is very bad combination, I know, but just I want to show you guys something different. So let me go with this canvas, canvas.html. So canvas.html, and absolutely nothing else that of border 1 pixel, solid red, and the width is 80%. And where is wrapper? No wrapper here, so I'll create div. All right, I'll create a div, and let me give it an ID, which is a wrapper, and the wrapper should appear. Now you can see this, or I can say this is wrapper margin. From top side, you take please 20 pixels, and from all the sides, please take auto. Now it's taking from top side, alright, it's taking 20 pixels, and from all other sides, it's taking, for some reason, I don't know, maybe, let me give it 40 pixels for some reason, the reason, yet to know. Alright, so now let me say if I have, let's say about, because I'll show you some more features of flexible box layout, right? So if I have div ID and it's child child1, and I call this as baby1, right? Child is also baby, so baby is also child. Okay, let me have how many childs? I have 2 babies, 3 babies, 4 babies. And the ID is child3. Now why would I have 3 after 2? CHILD, child 2, child 3, and child 4. Alright, so let me quickly go and style children rather. So I'll go to wrapper. Why would I go to wrapper? Because I want to, no, I'll directly go and style child 1. And I'll copy this to child 2, child 3, child 4, right? So I have child 2 and I have child 3. I have, oh my god. Alright, look what I see. Okay, and then I have 4 children then, right? So, but it's not me, it's a wrapper who is the parent, has 4 children. Child 1 is the property, and then we have all the IDs given right here. So let me go ahead and, or let me call another div. So it has, no, why would I call another div? So let me keep it wrapper. Let's keep it wrapper. And every single thing is done. So fine then. Let me not have minimum height here. All right. Let me display it as, I will say, display as dash WebKit. Because of cross-browser compatibilities, I want to give it box layout. Now what is box align? I don't know. I want to display it as WebKit box. Now it's being displayed baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, and baby 4. And I'll say dash WebKit dash box orient. Right, so I'll say dash WebKit, that dash, I'll say it's horizontal. Alright, I want them to come in line. So now the moment I say horizontal, they're coming horizontal, right? So all for babies. So let me give padding of 20 pixels so that we see all the babies coming. Yeah, now baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, baby 4, they do not look much better, right? And now let me go and style them. So the child one is going to have border. Let me say is going to have border which is 2 pixels so that I can see, and it is going to be solid border with color red, right? And let me give it background also. Now red is not going to take yellow, right? So the background is yellow, and padding is 20 pixels, and margin is 10 pixels from, because once I give margin 10 pixels, it's going to create some kind of margin between all the parents. So this child 1, child 2, child 3, and child 4. And let me create red, blue, green, whatever. Green, red, blue, green, and yellow, right? And what color do you want? I don't know. So let me see. Now baby, oh, both are yellows. Babies, so why are you yellow? I'll say gray. Alright, one baby is gray. So now we have baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, and baby 4, and they are evenly poised, right? And now what I want here, now you can see that first horizontal alignment will allow us to align them horizontally, right? So that's the first thing to learn. And what is flexible about this? Nothing flexible. We'll see that. What is more flexible here, right? Okay, and we have done it, right? Now what I am going to do here is many different things, right? For example, if I want to reverse the order here, baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, and baby 4, I can go to my parent, which is a wrapper. I can say, hey, I need to reverse the order, right? You are working horizontally, but I can say dash, we can say box direction. So I'll copy this WebKit box and say I want this WebKit box dash direction to reverse, right? I want to apply the reverse gear. Now you can see baby 1, baby 2, baby 3, baby 4 will have baby 4, baby 3, baby 2, and baby 1. Now we're displaying them in reverse order. Now this is also going to be done, right? Or else what I can do here, let me delete this. Now I suppose you understood reverse. Now if I delete this reverse, 1, 2, 3, 4 is going to come as it is, right? And now else what I can do, I can tell individually which group do you belong to, right? Because we have created a group of 1, 2, 3, and 4. I can go to child 1. I can say, hey child, you belong to an ordinal group which is going to be 3. Now 1 will go at third place. 1 will be replaced and go third. Third will come at 1. Now third will go anywhere. So 1, now you can see, why is 1 going here? It's going to be at 3. Yeah, it is absolutely right. Or maybe I'll say it's going to be group 2. And I'll have to change others as well. Yeah. And I'll say to child 2, hey my child. Oh, not again my child. It's going to come to group 1, right? So now you can see it's already to group 1. I'll go to group 3, and I'll say child 3, hey my child, go to 1. No, go to 4, because I have to change all, and fourth child will come to first place. So this is what I can do also, right? Now you can see 4 is 1, 1 is 2, 2 is 3, and 3 is basically fourth position. So we have been able to change those positions, right? 1 kid 2, kid 3, and kid 4 is also changed. So now what do you want? What is more flexible about it? So say that's how you were teaching this flexible model, and what's flexible in here? Right, nothing is flexible in here. So to make it flexible, what I do, I'll show you some more properties, and for that let me delete this. Let me delete this. Let me delete this. Right, I want them to be equal 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have restored them. Now if I go to my if I just delete no, that's fine. If I do dash WebKit dash box dash pack. So I want all the box pack within this wrapper parent to be aligned to end. Right, the moment I align to end, now they are going to align towards the end of the wrapper. Or I can say it's not like float left and float right, it's alignment. It's vertical alignment, right? Vertical alignment is now center, right? And it can be right, it can be left, right? Oh, so center. By default, it is start. You can say START, start. So which is by default start, and you can say end, right? And you can say end will float it towards this area, and center will keep it in the center. Let me zoom it out, right? So this is what is happening around here. I hope you understood this as well. And now after doing center, I can make this kid 2. I'll say, hey child 2, please be flexible. Right now, see the magic. I will say WebKit dash flex group, or we can say WebKit dash box dash flex property, and I will say 1. 0 is false, which is, I suppose, by default it is 0. And now you can see, let me zoom it out. Now you can see that baby 2 is taking all the available area in here, because it's now flexible, right? It's taking all the available area, whatever is given to it. So whatever area is there, right? So it's going to take all the area, right? Let me have each and every one, let me give everyone a fixed width. So I'll say, hey child, you have the width of 80 pixels. You mind if you take the width of, or let me say 100 pixels, right? And child 2 will also take 100 pixels. Child 4 will take also 100 pixels. Child 3 is going to take 100 pixels. And child 2 is also going, but child 2 is also flexible. Now you can see, now they are growing, and this has also some more padding, right? And it has height as well, so I'll have to see. Yeah, it has more padding, which is 20 pixels, and the margin is 10 pixels. WebKit flexibility is there, and I did not close it down. So now, okay, now you can see it has taken all the flexible area which is available. Now if I increase the width of child 1 to 100, from 100 to 300, so it's going to take the available width from this side, and the flexible model, which is this is the flexible box, is going to take the width available automatically. So let me delete all the widths. I suppose you understood this part, right? Maybe, who knows? Yeah, you have understood, why not? Right, and what else can I show you? Let me go and keep this center, and what else can I go and do? Alright, so let me give this wrapper height as well. So I'll say minimum height is going to be 500. So why 500? I don't know, for some reasons. Now you can see that flexible model not only adjusts, right, because one is flexible, this box layout is going to adjust this automatically. Now if I take this flexibility out here, now this is flexible, child 2, right? You can see that it's not going to come, but now box layout is somehow going to take, because once you mention that horizontal here, right, and once you mention WebKits, now if I delete both the WebKits, so they are not going to take automatic height. Now you can see, but this is flexible, it's going to take flexibility, right, height, because now it is something else, right? Because we were having the horizontal, now it will take vertically whatever available space it is, right? But yeah, it's still box layout is going to take whatever space is available or given to this. If the main div increases, right, if the main div decreases, so they are going to decrease as well. So let me make it to 300 pixels, and you can see them decreasing as well. So one, you can make flexible, right? And what else? This is it. So let me take a look at the timings. Okay, we already crossed 40, now it's on 45 minutes. So I wish you all the best. Do practice it very hard, and practicing will make sure that, yeah, I know that you're not going to get it completely unless you start practicing and developing a complete box-based, very nice looking rather web application or website. So that we are going to start once we are done with all the bits and pieces. and then all the bits and pieces are done, and then we'll try and assemble and collect those bits and pieces, inshallah. Until then, I wish you all the best. Do practice very hard. Remember me in your prayers. Goodbye. See you in the next class. Bye bye. Take care.